Welcome back to Chronicles of Tech, where we delve into the tech stories that define our world. I'm your host, Daniel.
And I'm Chloe. We have an action-packed episode lined up for you today.
But before we dive in, let me ask you something, Chloe. What would you do if your computer suddenly stopped working, and all your precious files locked away like a hostage?
Oh man, that would be a nightmare. I'd probably panic, run in circles, and then hopelessly scroll through Instagram for some comfort.
And that's not going to help you at all. Well, we're diving into the chaotic world of ransomware today, specifically focusing on the Wannacry attack that had tech giants and regular folks alike scrambling for the exit. Why did this cyber event put the world on hold, and how can we prevent being the next victim? Stick around to find out what's changed since then.
Alright, Daniel, let's set the stage. It was May 2017. What happened that made Wannacry a gripping headline globally?
Picture this. On May 12, 2017, the world woke up to find that thousands of computers were paralyzed. Hospitals in the UK were shut down, companies were in meltdown mode, and all because of a nasty piece of software known as ransomware.
Right. Ransomware is like a digital kidnapper. It locks you out of your files and demands a ransom payment to restore access. Wannacry primarily targeted machines running old versions of Windows, exploiting vulnerabilities in the system.
And it spread like wildfire. A very clever worm that didn't just stop at one machine but went viral across the globe.
I guess even malware wants to be social these days. So, what made Wannacry so dangerous?
Oh, it had a little something called the Eternal Blue exploit. This was a vulnerability initially discovered by the NSA and leaked by a hacker group. You know, just when you thought the NSA was only lurking in the shadows.
Right? So, it was the tech version of a game of telephone gone horribly wrong.
Exactly. And what's worse, once it infiltrated a system, it was smart enough to spread to every connected device. It put the healthcare system on its knees, especially in the UK's National Health Service. Just imagine being a doctor and not having access to your patient records.
Totally. That's not just inconvenient, that's dangerous. People's health was at stake. But let's not forget about businesses. Companies lost millions in downtime and ransom payments.
And here's the kicker, Wannacry demanded payment in Bitcoin, which made it even harder to trace. Cyber criminals were using cryptocurrencies like it was a scene out of a movie.
But, Daniel, who were the real victims of this disaster?
Well, besides individuals, the attack hit organizations like Telefonica, Renault, and even FedEx. Initially, it was thought that the attackers were targeting certain companies, but it ended up affecting anyone using vulnerable systems.
It's crazy to think how easily the virtual world can become a breeding ground for chaos. But tell me, did anyone actually get caught for this?
Here's where it gets interesting. While many believe this was the work of North Korean hackers, it's still a topic of debate. The group known as Lazarus, whose link to North Korea, was mentioned. But the truth is, no one has held anyone accountable for the attack. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
And it served as a wake-up call, right? The world realized the importance of regular updates, proper backups, and cybersecurity measures.
Absolutely. Following Wannacry, many organizations fortified their defenses. But, and it's a big but, involved individuals and companies still resisted investing in cybersecurity. Spoiler alert, that first bad decision can lead to a second.
But we're not here just to recap a tech horror story, are we? What about the lessons learned?
The good news. Wannacry reminded us that investing in security and staying updated can prevent complete digital disasters. So, have you updated your OS lately?
Oh, maybe. But I might need more of that scrolling therapy if I find out I'm living in vulnerability land.
Well, it's not too late. We must stay vigilant, like cyber ninjas.
Cyber ninjas unite. And as we wrap up, let me circle back to my original question. What would you do if your computer suddenly stopped working? Would you panic like most?
Nah, I'd go full MacGyver. Find a way to reverse engineer the problem, or at least make a mean cup of coffee while I try to Google my way out of it.
Coffee solves all.
In conclusion, Wannacry may have caused chaos, but it also brought about a necessary revolution in cybersecurity. Stay educated, everyone.
And remember, in a world full of hackers, knowledge is your best protection. Until next time, keep your software updated and your passwords complicated.
And keep tuning back into Chronicles of Tech. See you next episode.